Okay guys, so this is a video on exponentials and how to treat exponentials as if they're quadratics. It's a question that I see quite a lot, a question people ask me quite a lot, because at first glance it seems intractable. It's like we've got e to the 2x here, we've got an e to the x, how do we solve this? And the answer is very simply, by using a substitution, and that substitution generally is e to the x. Now, as for the letter of the substitution, I generally prefer u. I know pretty much no one else in the world seems to use u, but I do. So I say u is e to the x, and that's the substitution I'm going to use, and that substitution is going to turn an exponential equation into a quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is known as something called an auxiliary equation. You don't need to know that. Mind you, if you're doing further maths, that's going to come back and haunt you big time. Never mind. There's some foreshadowing for differential equations for next year. Anyways, so what we're using is u is e to the x. We're also using index laws that says that e to the x to the power 2 is the same thing as e to the 2x. Both of those combined make it possible to turn that whole thing up there into something in terms of u squared and u. Now, if it was e to the 3x, you'd have a cubic and so on and so forth. I hope you can see what I did there. I've replaced replaced e to the x with u, and that's given us a nice quadratic. The quadratic solves, and we have two solutions. Two solutions for u, though, and that's something worth thinking about. We know that u is really e to the x. That's our substitution. So if we happen to get a negative number, there is no way you're going to get a solution for that, because e to the x cannot be a negative number. It's got an asymptote on the x-axis. So we can disregard one of the solutions here. We factorised u squared plus 2u minus 8 and got u plus 4u minus 2. Factorise of that, you get, solution of that is minus 4, positive 2. So the minus 4 can be disregarded. So the only answer you can possibly have is u is 2, e to the x is 2, and you can solve that quite easily by using natural log on both sides. So I hope that makes sense. The general trick is to use that index law and use the substitution u e to the x, and hopefully people will stop bothering me about this question. It's nice and easy, really. Okay, have a nice day.